All right, so we all know how important clean water is, and especially reverse osmosis filtration, and just in general consuming, uncontaminated water with all the chemicals and fluorides and whatnot else that is in your everyday tap water. This machine here is a great compact countertop filtration that doesn't require any kind of installation. So this one here is made by Waterdrop, which is an excellent company. They make a lot of great products, especially the under sink reverse osmosis filtrations, which we also use in the house. But what's great about something like this is that, you can use this for just having water ready to go with the included dispenser, and not to mention that you can also warm it, boil it, and store it if you want to do that. So this is the box it comes in. We can see the picture here, what it looks like. There's a little more information here on the side. That's our model number, WD-M1, and this is the US version. And here we have a little more information about the size of the package, how much water it can filter, 75 gallons per day, which is, a pretty reasonable amount for normal use. You do have to manually add water to it, and they don't recommend putting very dirty water in there, as total deposits is 500 or less of, the water it can filter. And the filtration life is about 12 months, depending on your usage. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up. So we can see it's very well packed. Got some documentation. Let's go ahead and dump it out. And as you guys can see, very well packed. This is actually the bottom here. Here we have filtration filter that has all of the filters in it, which is a 6-stage, and that's the model to it. If you need to replace it after about a year, looks pretty good. Very well packed. Plastic cover. And this is basically what we see. It's pretty much all assembled. We just have all the doors and everything taped, but it does look pretty good. It's got like kind of this gray finish. And here towards the back, this is our water reservoir. We do need to go ahead and pull all of these little sticky tapes here to release the covers and things like that. So in the back, the cord is attached, and it is quite thick as the machine boils water. So the cord is sized accordingly. It is a 3-prong. And about 3.5, maybe 4 feet long. So it should be able to reach most things around your counter. So if we look a little closer here, we can see the manufacturing label. And it's all pretty tiny, but there's quite a bit of information here. Kind of like the wattage rating, which is 1050 watts max. And the other one here is we have a 15-liter capacity on our dispenser. Now for the reservoir in the back, looks like we'll probably hold 2 or 3 times as that. So to refill it, there's a little cap that just comes off. And there is a handle that comes out, and you can just raise it up. And that's basically what the canister looks like. There's 2 exhaust ports there that go into the machine here. And there's also some pretty clever magnets. This one travels up and down to show the low water level. And then this one here is permanent for the sensing when this thing's installed. We do have a groove here that it slides into. And so it's held down really well, not going to just fall out unless you, pick it up. So that's another thing to consider. And then you have this lid to keep the dust out of it. So this is how the machine gets its water, is you're going to have to fill it up here daily or whenever, it runs low. So on this side, we've already seen this. It's just clean with some labels here. If we go to the other side, it's also quite clean here, but we can see we have our dispenser bottle here in this corner to the front. So going to the very front, there's a display here. There's like a protective plastic, and it actually has some information here that says what it does, which could be useful. So if you want to learn the machine, you might want to keep this on so you kind of know what all these lights mean that come up. Because when you peel this off, the only thing that's left are the controls, but not this information here. But let's go ahead and take it off and see how it looks like. Wow, that looks very nice. It's very cohesive here with the front panel. It looks very clean. And these are going to be our touch capacitive buttons. And so here at the canister, this is where our water will go. So once it, goes through the filtration, it'll come out into here. So let's go ahead and pull this out. So the great thing about this thing is that it's glass, which is great for boiling water, as you don't want to, boil water in plastic. But yeah, it's like a little pitcher. It has 50 ounces here, marking, and a 25 ounce. And so 25 would be half, and then 50 would be the full, and you have these choices here. So you don't have to, filter a full one if you don't want, or if you want to do half. And then we have this lid here on top. So, we do have a pour spout there, and the lid just pops off. And it is kind of like a thermal type insulation where, you can keep the water warm or hot. Now, what's interesting about this whole thing is that the dispenser, the pitcher here itself, is the heating element also. We can see here on the bottom, this is where it makes contacts to heat the water, and that plate on the bottom is stainless steel, looks like, temperature probed in there inside also. And then in the middle, it appears that's where the water will come through. which is quite interesting how it all works together there. But yeah, you guys can see the other end there. But yeah, very straightforward and nothing too complicated here. The lid does fit in a certain way, and then this goes handle to the front. And so there's no lock or anything. It just sits in there and you can raise it up. All right, so before we plug this thing in, let's open up the manual. We pretty much have everything that we talked about here. More importantly here, we have first use. So we obviously need to install our filter, then fill the tank, so the reservoir tank in the back. And it's being specific not to overfill it past max. And then when we power the machine on or plug it in, it's gonna do the automatic flushing. And then when it's done with that, we're gonna pour out that water, and then we're gonna do it again, as they recommend doing it at least twice, which will take about 20 minutes total. Let's go ahead and open up this filter. So this is very easy to install. We can see there's plugs there where the water will flow through. But yeah, it's simply just gonna go in there and twist. And if we look here from the top, this is our reservoir water lid, and then we have another lid, which is right here, and that's going to be where our filter goes. And actually on the back of the lid, there's actually a quick use guide on how to use the whole machine, which is kind of cool. So it's probably a little hard for you guys to see, but yeah, basically the filter will go in there. And there's a little dot on the filter, and so that's just gonna line up with this dot here. So we're gonna go in like this. So the dot's pointing away from here, so at 9 o'clock, and then we're gonna turn it and kind of push on it at the same time towards the 12 o'clock, and it's gonna kind of suck it in. So yeah, not too hard, just put it in and then twist it while pushing it down. And as simple as that, we got our filter on, and we don't have to worry about this for the next 12 months or so, depending on, how much you're gonna use this. So for the next part, I'm gonna go ahead and add water to the reservoir, and we're gonna fill it up all the way to max. All right, so we got our water filled up. So this handle is actually quite comfortable, but yeah, we're just gonna simply just set it into the machine and then set it down. Put our lid back on. All right, so now we should be ready to plug it in. And as we do, we can see the screen lights up and it goes automatically to flush, just like the manual said. And I can kind of hear it burbling there. Probably, oh, there we go. We can kind of see it too here. The water's really moving. So it seems like it's probably sucking in the water as it is dropping. There it shows the percentage of the progress. So eventually we should start seeing water coming out of here or going into here. But yeah, overall a very smooth unboxing and getting started with this thing. It's nice that it automatically flushes when you plug it in. So make sure you're ready for that and you have your water in it. We are at 20%, so we'll have to wait a bit here till it's finished. All right, so it's at 50% and it made a little bell sound. It's flashing tank. I think it wants us to refill it back to the max. Well, actually here in the instructions on number 3, it says it wants us to pour it out, the tank water, and then put new one in, like a full refill. So let's go ahead and do that. And actually the tank is still pretty full, but we're gonna go ahead and do what they said, because I think it can suck in and also push out. So it probably cleaned out the system back, kind of cycled the water basically. Pull this out and dump it out. And now I'm refilling it over there by the sink. All right, let's install the fresh water back in, put our lid on, and the machine actually continues to do the flushing process. So it's all automatic. You just gotta follow the directions, I guess. Okay, so now it's actually going into the dispenser cup. Maybe you guys can see it there. Oh, there's some volatility in there. So that's gonna clean out the dispensing canister, and all of the pipes inside and stuff like that. So yeah, so far pretty smooth sailing here. I'm gonna let it finish this to 100%. All right, guys, so it just paused. I guess we're at 62%. We are at max here, and we have a flashing on and off button. I guess that's to continue the flush process. So we need to just empty this out now. All right, put this back in, and it actually continues automatically. Look at that. And it's starting to come out from here again. So yeah, it's gonna clean this or flush again. So we're actually at 73%, and it wants us to empty the dispensed water. That's gonna be its second run, so maybe it does 3 instead of 2. Well, that's quite interesting. Let's see what it's gonna do next. But we're starting to get low over there. And actually, guys, the reservoir tank is 152 ounces, so it should do exactly 3 of these to the 50 max. If you do 25, half of it, then you can do 6 times. Let's say if you're gonna make tea and you only need half, 25 ounces, then you'd be able to make 6 times. Well, I guess you'll be more than 6 because you don't drink 25-ounce tea probably, but in any case, it's quite good, but you will need to refill it the more you use it. All right, so now it's saying that it's low on water, so it's showing us the tank is low now. Well, I guess it's not too low, but it got to the minimum part here. And you guys can see it also has different levels. And that probably has to do with the 3-to-1 filtration filtration, which there's wastewater also, and you do have to get rid of that. So if you see water in here, it doesn't mean that it hasn't used it all. This could be just the dirtier water that needs to be rid of, as that's how filtration works. All right, so we got rid of that water and refilled it, and now we continue to do the flush. So maybe it appears that by 2 flushes, they mean you'd have to refill this thing twice, because we're on 84% and we got to empty this again. So yeah, it's definitely taking a while, but I think it is about 20 minutes or so to completely get this thing cleaned out. All right, so we're at 95% and we're still not done, as this thing's full and we have to empty it again. Very interesting. Very thorough flushing, which is probably a good thing, as we need to, make sure it's nice and clean. All right, guys, so it looks like we're almost there now, 99%. And there it goes. It is finally finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty this. Also, empty this, as it's pretty much done for. Refill it. We'll check out this panel and use the machine. All right, so we're refilled. Let's take a closer look here at the controls. So we have keep warm, temperature, pre-boiled, formula, coffee. So these are hot buttons, boiled, then half and full. So before you do anything, you want to filter the water into the dispenser as you boil it in the dispenser. So let's say we want half. So we're gonna click on that. Well, I guess that turns everything on. Let's choose half here. And let's say we want it boiled. So we're gonna half and boil it. So that's gonna completely boil the water, and definitely wanna do that the first time. Maybe clean out that stainless steel. So let's go ahead and start that. So it should give us half a container and then boil it after that. It's a little hard to see here because this handle's a bit in the way, but so here we have a little status that it's, I guess, inserting water or filtering it. So it should fill up to about right here. That's half according to the line. So it's not ultra quick. You will have to, wait for it. But, once you set it up, you just walk away and come back to finished boiled water. Now, if you just wanted to drink the water that's filtered, you would just, half or full it and then drink it room temperature. But if you want to warm it, you obviously, have to use either one of these predetermined temperatures or manually do temperature here, which I think goes through a few of them. There's not completely like granule, but it has certain jumps in the temperature, but we'll look at that in a second. So it does show us the temperature of the water. That's what that is right there, 84. So it looks like it pumps first and then probably boils, as it's not going up. So it looks like it does take a few minutes, maybe like 3-4 minutes to get to halfway. So it will probably take a little while if you were going to do a full one. Plus, if you were going to boil it, it could take 15 minutes plus. So yeah, keep that in mind. All right, should be stopping here shortly, as it's about halfway. All right, there you go. So it's stopped and we are starting to boil. I can hear it starting up, and there's actually little bubbles forming there on the bottom. You guys can probably see. And our temperature is rising pretty quick, actually. Look at that. So we're gonna let this thing boil, and that should really clean out the cup and sterilize it. So half of the cup doesn't seem like it's taking too long. It's only been like a couple minutes and it's already at 167. So it does boil relatively quickly. And you guys can see we're at 170. So it's going pretty quick from here. And there we are at 200. So shortly we should be boiling. Yep, we are definitely boiling now. 208, 210, almost there. It is quite violet in there. You guys can maybe see some steam coming out. And there we go. We got 212. So we do have a keep warm option. We also have pre-boil. Here we can choose temperature. So it goes from 113, 131, 149, which is good for some teas and stuff. And 167 also could be good for teas, things like that. 185, this would probably be my preferred temperature for tea. Then we got 203, almost boiling, and boil. So this would probably be good for like formula or something that you want to barely warm up. But yeah, lots of good choices here. Pretty much everything you need for the temperatures. They do have a hot button for formula, which is 113. Coffee is 185. And then the boiled, which is what we did, and then we have the cups. So the pre-boiling is just going to boil it and then keep it warm. And then we also have keep warm here to keep it at a certain temperature that you want. So any of the two you choose, you can, keep it at that. So if you want to just keep this at 149, just click keep warm and then the temperature. Or same thing for this, you can boil it and then set the temperature you want it to stay at. So pretty straightforward, not too hard to figure out. And then you got our on and off button here blinking, telling us that, it wants to start. And that's how you operate it. All right, so I went ahead and poured that out, as that was the first boil. Kind of want to make sure all this is nice and clean and sterile. But yeah, well, looks like I clicked a bunch of buttons, or maybe it's automatic. Let's see. Let's do pre-boil, and then after that, we'll do 185 to hold that temperature. That should be good, and we'll do a full. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do half. So And there we go. So it's gonna fill it up again halfway, then it's gonna boil it, and then it's gonna keep it at 185 or so. But yeah, guys, pretty cool machine. If you just need regular drinking water, obviously you don't boil it or heat it or anything, you just filter it, and then you'll have clean water. And you can actually put this in the fridge if you want it cool. But if you drink like tea or coffee, or you need for baby formula, clean filtered water, or anything else that, you know, soups, ramen works great for that. You know, you can just push a couple buttons, it filters the water, boils it, and then sets it to the right temperature, and you got yourself clean hot water for whatever you need it. So the machine is quite easy to use. Once you push the buttons a couple times, it all makes sense. The manual explains it very well. The reservoir is quite large, so lots of filtered water before you have to refill it. This dispenser is very nice as it has a lid. It also has a pour spout, which is great for pouring straight out of it. It's well built. It looks great. It doesn't take much room. As you guys can see, it's pretty thin, but, you know, reasonably tall. Definitely has some height to it. But yeah, overall, if you don't have an RO machine at all, this is a great way to get yourself into it without, you know, having to do any kind of complicated installations or like under the sink stuff like that. Those are kind of more permanent installations that not everyone can do, but this anyone can buy and just use it and have the same kind of filtration and clean water to, you know, drink, heat, and make whatever you need out of it. So yeah, great machine. I'm definitely going to enjoy it. Mostly probably going to use it for tea and just drinking water. If you do have a little baby child, an infant, warming water all the time, you know how convenient this could be. So if you guys are interested in this thing, I'm going to leave some links in the description. Check it out. Thanks for watching this video. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one.